can't resist us.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 11 in season number 3 of the Turkey Hill Series at a special time, 4 p.m. here on Friday, because tomorrow right here we got the Kubota SportsCar Championship racing, but right now it is the Turkey Hill Series racing here at Watkins Glen for the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200, a 9-lap race around this 3.4-mile road course. We use the longer version of this racetrack. We do not use the version that NASCAR traditionally races at. We use the full course without the chicane as well, and it'll definitely be a very interesting one here today. There will be no pit stops in this race because sometimes they have quite a bit of trouble getting down the pit lane. They sometimes go a little bit wide and they hit the pit road wall. We don't want any of that, so this is going to be a no pit stop race, and that will definitely be beneficial to the guy who's starting on the pole for this one, Nathan Stapleton, in the number 18. These guys are going to roll off here because it does take a little while to get around this racetrack. But first, let's go ahead and get to the points. Matt Tuck has a 20-point lead, and just as I say that, he fails to start there, but we'll make sure he gets started here. And we'll go ahead and reset it after we discuss the points here. Ryan Madden is 20 points behind. So is William Brock. William Brock has had a phenomenal season so far. A phenomenal past couple of races here in the Turkey Hill Series. He won at Charlotte. He finished second in Michigan. He almost won at Road America on Wednesday. Finished second there in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Reagan Whitlock is 34 points behind. And how about this? A new guy in the top 5, Josh Alexander, 49 points behind our points leader. It is definitely spreading out a lot through the top 5. And before the starting lineup rolls on the bottom of your screen, let's go ahead and reset it so that Matt Tuck, the points leader, and the hometown hero can start here today. And we are back here at the Watkins Glen International starting lineup rolling on the bottom of your screen for the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200 here at the Glen. Got the number 18, defending champion of the series, Nathan Stapleton, starting alongside the number 98 of Stuart Gratton. Gratton definitely needing a good finish here in the Turkey Hill Series, as he is very deep in the points. I do believe 35th in the point standings out of the 36 full-time drivers. Not looking too good for the 98, but he does start on the front row here today. We got Jordan Newman and Abe Troxel in row number 2. Noah Carr is also a guy who's very deep in the points. He starts alongside the 88 of Elijah Gordon in row number 3. Row number 4 sees Reagan Whitlock and Landon Napa. Row number 5 sees the 07 of Garrett Sinor, our last winner here in the Turkey Hill Series, starting alongside the Talladega winner, Jesse Turner, in the number 39. We got ourselves Ryan Madden and Bryce Loeffler in row number 6. And we're going to finish it out with the top 14 starting positions, Jonathan Rivers and Trey Bartow in row number 7. It's a 9-lap race around this 3.4-mile speedway. It's fast enough to be a speedway, but this 3.4-mile road course. And it should be a good one. The green flag is out, and we are racing here in the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200. As they funnel down into turn number 1, they are side by side for the lead. Stuart Gratton and Nathan Stapleton battling for that position. The 18 has the inside lane, but Gratton's trying to get a run on the outside. He got a great run through turn number 2. Up the S as they go, exiting turn number 4. The number 98 has the slight advantage on Nathan Stapleton, but Stapleton is going to get a bit of drafting help down the backstretch. We're going to completely skip the chicane and head right into the carousel. They're bumping off each other for the lead. Stapleton in the 18 is going to get the advantage on Stuart Gratton for the lead on the first lap, but Gratton is still hanging with them. And the 98 trying to get to the inside, entering the boot. They're still side by side for the lead here on the first lap. You got to be careful if you're going side by side. Sometimes you can get together and crash. Stapleton trying to get the inside here, and I do believe the defending champion Nathan Stapleton's going to clear the 98 for the lead. These guys go pretty fast here, and there's a very, very big possibility that these guys could overshoot turn number 11 or NASCAR turn 7 for those who don't know the whole road course. Even I still don't really know the whole road course. I don't know the numbers of all the turns, but I am figuring it out the more I use this racetrack. Cameron Black and the 11 back in there with an issue. And since this is a road course, there are no cautions turned on, so that is not good news for Cameron Black in the 11. Stapleton is going to lead the first lap of action here at Watkins Glen, but Stuart Gratton is right behind him here in the number 98, looking the strike. Jordan Newman, Elijah Gordon battling with each other for third place. And Noah Cars running in fifth at the moment. I do believe that Cameron Black is so far the only guy out there with trouble. And looks like he might have a little bit of trouble getting to the pit lane. At 11, looks like it's done for the day here at Watkins Glen. But anyways, back to the lead. Nathan Stapleton continues to lead the 98 of Stuart Gratton. Gratton is running in second place right now. Remember this race last year, these guys were crashing all over the place for the lead. We had quite a few lead changes because of crashes in that race, but Max Newworth was able to get the win at the end of that one. Not entirely sure where Newworth is. He's not in the top 10. And the defending champion of this race currently runs 23rd right now, so I do not believe he's going to have a chance at winning because you need to be up in the top 10, most likely, if you're going to win one of these things. But anyway, some of these guys getting a little more practice in for tomorrow's 2 hours of the Glen in the Kubota SportsCar Championship, getting to learn this road course a little bit. And it is pure coincidence that this Watkins Glen race happens to be the same weekend as when I scheduled the Watkins Glen race for the Kubota SportsCar Championship. It is pure coincidence, and I think it fit out pretty well because we got ourselves kind of a extra race here for the fans who came to show up for the 2 hours of the Glen tomorrow. Or vice versa. Anyways, the 18 able to stay out front for now. Gratton right behind them. And I got to noticing that these guys are not overshooting turn 11 like they were last season. Of course, that's not going to work out well for Davey Johnson. And we got a big crash. Oh, man. And Matt Tuck, the points leader, was involved in the number 48. Josh Crash got into the 43 of 43 of Davey Johnson, I should say. And that did not work out at all, and that is bad news for the points leader, Matt Tuck. These guys better be careful here, going 3 wide up the S's. Very unfortunate event for Davey Johnson and Matt Tuck, and they are going to fall back, especially the 48. He hit the inside wall very hard, and he is done. A tough break for the points leader. I said the hometown hero, his hometown racetrack. Good thing, though, he did qualify for tomorrow's race, even though he had to race his way in for that one. But the number 1 of Matt Tuck will be starting in tomorrow's 2 hours of the Glen, so Matt Tuck still has a shot to get a win here at his home racetrack. Got the 98 Stuart Gratton trying to close in on the 18 of Nathan Stapleton, but he just can't quite do it. And Stapleton, the defending champion of this series, looking to get his first win of the season here in the Turkey Hill Series season number 3. And remember what I said in Michigan, defending champions usually have a hard time doing good in the season after they win their championships, but this 18 of Nathan Stapleton has been doing pretty good this season, and he is leading here at Watkins Glen. Gratton, Newman, Gordon, and Noah Cars, the top 5 right now. Not much change going on in the top 5, and I'm seeing this 18. He's taking turn number 11 very, very conservatively, and that is how you're supposed to race this racetrack. If you overshoot that corner, it just does not work for you, and you got to be careful exiting turn number 11. There's still a lot of time left in this race for Stapleton to make a mistake, or any of these guys running up front here in this one. We didn't really have much passing at Road America, and right now it's the same here at Watkins Glen, but it can all change in just one blink of an eye, and you got to be careful around this racetrack because it's a very fast racetrack, and sometimes you can lose control of your car in the wrong places. Abe Troxel currently runs in 6th. Landon Napa, our last winner here in the Turkey Hill Series, Garrett Zenor running in 8th. 9th place is Jesse Turner in the number 39, and Reagan Whitlock rounds out the top 10. Ryan Madden is in the position to retake the points lead, factoring in Matt Tuck's crash earlier on. Tuck is going to finish in 39th for today's event. That is devastating for that 48 team, and this number 5 has a very good shot at taking the points lead at the end of this race. If he can hold on to this 11th place finish, he is going to be the points leader heading in to the Fresh from Florida Firecracker 250 at Daytona next Wednesday. That's the next race here, the first race of November. I just realized this is the last race in October here for the Turkey Hill Series, and it is utterly amazing how fast time goes now. We started the series back in September. We've already been running over a month here in the Turkey Hill Series, and we're not even halfway through the series yet. But it is amazing just how fast time goes. It really is. But we're heading into November. Oh no, Garrett Tenor just crashed, and I completely messed that up. But Tenor just crashed, and I think Ryan Madden just crashed as well. Remember what I said, Ryan Madden. He could easily take the points lead at the end of this race if he finished where he was. Well, he's not going to finish where he was because Ryan Madden is done, and that is a great thing for Matt Tuck if he wants to keep this points lead. That's a very tough break for our last winner, Garrett Tenor, and Reagan Whitlock was also caught up in that one in the number 19. He is running up there in the points, and he just crashed with Tristan Allen and Josh Crash to the S's. And William Brock just crashed as well. In the number 62, he was tied with Ryan Madden in the points coming into this race. And my goodness, these guys can't figure it out, can they? Tenor was going extremely slow, and so was Reagan Whitlock, and that 19 just needs to teleport to the pit road right now. He is not going to make it back. You cannot be in the middle of the racetrack like that and expect to make it all the way around this 3.4-mile racetrack back to the pit lane. Anyways, Nathan Stapleton has had a nice calm race. If you saw the Hers Dash Series race, Grayson Acevedo dominated that one because everybody behind him had trouble, and he was able to pull away and win that one. Now, Stapleton is not pulling away like Acevedo did on Monday, but it's still looking good for this 18 because they're not going side by side or anything. And you really got to hand it to Stapleton for not overshooting that corner, turn 11. He still could possibly do it in this race, but we're just going to have to see. So far, a perfect race for Nathan Stapleton. Garrett Tenor had a perfect race at Road America. And so far, these races really haven't had much passing so far here during the road course week, the unofficial road course week. But you never know what could happen here at Watkins Glen. You saw what happened there, the Whitlock, and Whitlock is still trying to get around this racetrack. Oh boy! Stapleton just ran into him, and Gretton also got involved! Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me. And now Elijah Gordon's all torn up. And guess who just took the lead? Jordan Newman found his way around those guys, and he is out of here in the number 52. Second place is now a battle between Jonathan Rivers and Jesse Turner. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Nathan Stapleton, he was going to win this race, but his teammate trying to get back to the pit lane, and this is the problem we end up with when we do not have cautions on during the road course races. And especially when we come to a track like Watkins Glen, these guys crash very frequently. It's a little bit different when we go to Road America. They don't crash as much there. But these guys, they try to go around the racetrack with the damaged race cars going much slower than the rest of the field. And that is what happens when you got a very slow guy there on the racetrack trying to get to the pit lane. That was Reagan Whitlock. He was involved in that crash with Tristan Allen. Actually, he was involved in the crash with Garrett Tenor. And he was trying to get his way back to the pit lane. The leaders were coming towards him. And the 18 hit him. Stuart Gratton, who was running in second place, also hit him. But somehow, some way, oh, we got Marty Johnson around here, and John Arndt with problems. Exiting turn 11. Third place Jordan Newman was able to get away from that crash without any damage at all. And look at the lead he has right now, 6.86 seconds in that number 52. And he also overshot the corner, exiting turn number 11 as well, I do believe, because he has some left side damage to his race car. Talk about a topsy-turvy race here at the Watkins Glen International here in the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200. Oh boy, it just keeps getting worse. Almenhart, Cookie Helms, and Matt Dalio. Of all the guys in the top 5 in points, the only guy out here who has not had a problem is Josh Alexander in the 87. He is definitely going to move his way through the points pretty well. Now, Jordan Newman has to be careful here with Elijah Gordon and Nathan Stapleton. I actually, you know what, I do believe that these two guys are going to make it to the pit lane before Newman comes around. That is great news for the number 52. You see Stapleton head down the pit lane and Elijah Gordon. Both of those guys were going to get great finishes here today, and so was Stuart Gratton in the 98. But Reagan Whitlock, and that's what I said, when he was going as slow as he was, that's why I said he needs to teleport to the pit road. He didn't teleport to the pit road. He should have just stopped the car, and it would have automatically done it. We got to treat it like, you know, what it really is here for NR 2003. And the number 19 causing many problems for guys that did not deserve them at all. And that's a really tough break there for all those guys. It was 3 guys in the top 5. Elijah Gordon, Stuart Gratton, and Nathan Stapleton all getting involved in that big crash with Reagan Whitlock there. I do believe that was lap 6 of 9 here in this race, and that is probably going to give Jordan Newman in the number 52 the victory here today. But we're just going to have to see. Jesse Turner currently runs in 2nd place, a great run for the 39. Abe Trotzel, Noah Cars. And how about the 13 of Bryce Lofor rounding out the top 5 right now? Jonathan Rivers, Trey Bartow, Ferdinand Gabat, Cameron Gaju, and Hairgel Arvin Alonso now round out the top 10. Dan Smith Jr. in 11th place. Garrett Sinor is a lap down in the 07, but he's running pretty well out there. And this, look at where Josh Alexander is right now. He came into this race 49 points off the points lead, but he is going to take a chunk of that off here at Watkins Glen and move his way through the points. He currently runs 12th right now in the 87, and he is going to surpass Reagan Whitlock in the points, no doubt. He'll probably possibly surpass William Brock and Ryan Madden as well, because both of those guys have had trouble here today. See the 62 running 26th. I don't think Alexander's going to pass Brock, but the 87 will probably pass the number 5 of Ryan Madden in the points. Anyways, white flag has just gone out to the number 52 of Jordan Newman, who was handed this race in a silver platter in the shape of Reagan Whitlock. He got this race handed to him on a silver platter in the shape of, whatever. What am I trying to say? Anyways, if it weren't for Reagan Whitlock, Nathan Stapleton would have won this race. But Stapleton running into his teammate, and that's big in the points as well, because Stapleton, I do believe, was top 10 in the points heading into this race. He's not going to be top 10 with the, let's see, 33rd place he got. I don't know if he's going to stay there. But Jordan Newman, really lucky that that happened for him, and he was really lucky to actually get away from that crash. If you remember, he was really close to getting involved in that crash, and he was able to avoid it and take the lead. Everybody else behind him got caught up behind the crash and had to slow down. That's why Newman has a 6.5 second lead right now on Jesse Turner. Even if this 52 overshoots the final turn on the racetrack, I think he'll still win anyway. Cody Smart in the 78 with trouble, and this is a lot of what we're going to see tomorrow in the Kubota SportsCar Championship, especially early on in the race. But this only a 9-lap race. Tomorrow, 75 laps. The guys racing tomorrow have a lot of work cut out for them. But today, this 9-lap race is going to end with the number 52 of Jordan Newman getting his first victory of the season. Jordan Newman wins the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200 here at Watkins Glen. And 44 points for the number 52 team here in the Turkey Hill Series with this victory at Watkins Glen. Jesse Turner's going to come across the line second. Abe Troxel, Noah Cars, and Bryce Lofor, the top 5 in this one here today. And I do not believe that Stapleton is still out there on the racetrack with a devastating break for the number 18 in this one. He was going to get the win in this race if that did not happen. But Reagan Whitlock getting him the way. And that number 52 of Jordan Newman gets the victory here in the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200 at Watkins Glen. The official standing is right there. Actually, they have not come through quite yet. Still got some guys finishing up their laps, but when it says official standings, we'll go ahead and go through the finishing results of this race. Might take a little bit of time here. Then we gotta wait for... Nope, okay, there we go. It's done now. Jordan Newman gets the win. Jesse Turner, Abe Troxel, Noah Cars, Bryce Lofor, Jonathan Rivers, Ferdinand Gabat, Trey Bartow, Hairgel, Arvin Alonso, and Cameron Gaju. The top 10. After all that happened in this race, even considering the trouble Matt Tuck had earlier on, Tuck should still be the points leader because Ryan Madden, Reagan Whitlock, and William Brock all had trouble in this race. William Brock is going to be the closest to Matt Tuck now. He is going to be second in the points exiting this race, and I think Josh Alexander is going to be able to be third in the points after the decent finish he got here today at the Glen, finishing 12th in the number 87. That rookie driver there kind of sneaking his way up in the points. He might be a championship contender by the end of the season, but anyways, we're not even halfway through the season yet. But we will get halfway when we finish the race at Daytona on Wednesday in the Fresh from Florida Firecracker 250. Almost said, I don't know. But that's going to be a good race there at Daytona for our second Daytona race of the season. And after that, next weekend, next Saturday, we race at Riverside for the final road course race of the season here in the Turkey Hill Series. And that one should be a little less dramatic than this one, but it should still be a very good event there at the Riverside International Raceway, where we had the first race of the Kubota SportsCar Championship. The second race is going to be tomorrow morning for the Kubota SportsCar Championship, the 2 hours of the Glen right here at Watkins Glen. And I hope you guys stick around for that one. It's going to be an interesting race. I have already recorded it, and I think you guys will enjoy it, especially if you like endurance racing, because it's going to be a long race. But anyways, congratulations to Jordan Newman for getting the victory here today at the Watkins Glen International. And here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Like a live wire, full tank and a map on the dash full of paper.